Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating financial freedom for billions of people across this world. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message for you today, people, is to let go and let God. You know, it's like another way of saying that basically is stop blocking your blessings, you know? It's like, as I was meditating last night, man, it came full circle to me. And, it's that we don't realize it a lot of times, but, we are the ones, we're the biggest culprit, really, that's blocking your blessings, man, Why you're not growing as much as you could grow, why you're not achieving as much success as you would like, is because we're holding on, people, to control. Which is an idea. That's all it is an idea, like trying to hold on to doing things the way we normally used to do it. And, just trying to be in control of things. And what happened is, people, is that when you try to control all these elements, then what happened is that God can't work in that space on your behalf, And in order to grow to the next level of your development, what I'm telling you today, because this I do know, and this is something that I'm adapting for myself as of yesterday, is instead of trying to control all the elements or trying to do things your way, obviously, if you knew how to do it, you would have already done it. You know what I'm saying? So especially if it's something that you're repeating, then you can't do it by yourself, people. That's the point I'm trying to get at. Is that you really have to come to the point where you trust and have faith that God will work it all out for you. The spirit that's inside of you will provide for all your wants and needs. And that's what that looks like, people, is really genuinely not just talking about something, but figuratively and literally get to the point where you make a conscious decision that I'm going to choose to trust the divine source that's inside of me to provide for all my wants and needs. And in essence, we talk about faith and we talk about all these things, but really and truly, that's what faith is, people, is you having the belief and trust that God and deal will provide for all your wants and needs, And that's a choice, people. I'm encouraging you to choose to believe that the Spirit of God inside of you will lead you on the right path, will attract the right people, will provide every single thing that you need, people, to fulfill on your destiny, man, And that's really and truly a choice, man. Is that we have to get to the point where we physically let go and trust that God will provide for all our wants and needs. And that's where I'm at, people. And I'm encouraging you to get there for yourself. Because the more you could trust that the Spirit of God will provide for all your wants and needs, then indeed it shall. The Spirit will, But you have to choose that, though, And it's easier said than done, people, because you got to think about it. We've been this way for all our lives, where we always been responsible for our outcome, So to really let go of all that control and really get to the point where you're like, man, I'm going to trust in the divine source to provide for all my wants and needs. It's a lot easier said than done, man, because our natural reaction or reflexes is to keep trying to take control and control everything. And the problem with that, people, is that God can't work in that space, because when we try to do it, then what we're being is our flesh, people, is our body, and our flesh is trying to dictate things. Versus if you trust the divine source to be the provider and really trust and lean on the Spirit, then you can never go wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I'm encouraging you to explore for yourself, because that's a choice that I'm consciously making right now. As of last night, I've done that, man, because it's like, again, God is all knowing, you know, he's all present everywhere at any given time, you know, and he's within everybody and every living thing. So it's like he has all the answers, people. We just have to trust and believe that he will provide for all our wants and needs, people. And that's across the board, really and truly, you know. Anything that you find yourself having a hard time handling or managing, just choose and make a conscious decision, people, that you're going to choose to trust in the divine source, the spirit of God that lives inside of you, that it's going to provide for all of your wants and needs. I promise you, people, I want you to practice on that. I want you to try that for yourself, because there's levels to everything, man, you know. And as spiritual and grounded as I think I am, there's plenty of areas that I'm realizing that's yet for me to grow. And you can't fix problems you don't identify for yourself. So I'm just grateful and excited that I'm able to identify that for myself, that I really and truly need to develop more faith. And I'm encouraging you to do the same. And it's all you have to do to make that happen, people, is make a conscious choice and choose and profess and say that I accept, you know, the spirit to lead me. I'm surrendering myself to allow the spirit to use me, man. And as you do that, people, then really and truly, that's what it looks like for you to have faith and trusting and believing that everything will always, people, work themselves out. That's the message today, man. You know, let go and let God, people. Anyways, people, shout out to Jamaica, man. Shout out to Jamaica, the eye of this world. Shout out to Africa, who's the mother of this world. Shout out to the entire Caribbean, man. As you already know, my mandate from God, people, and purpose for being on this earth, man, is to really unite the Caribbean and Africa and to liberate people, you know? And that's an exciting journey, people. It's very exciting for me, and it's a real simple message, really. This is what God showed me in the spirit. All we have to do to materialize all these things is be united. Stand united, people. We stand with Africa. We stand with the Caribbean. We stand with people. I stand with people that's about growing and development. You know what I'm saying? I stand with us all, man. I'm here to stand with you, and I hope that you stand with me and any and everybody out here, man, that's about self-development and growing and making a contribution in this world, people. United we stand, people. Divided we fall. We refuse to be divided anymore. We are united, man. And our blessings is our portion, and we are here to clear it now. Because if not now, when? You know? That's it, man. My declarations over your life, people. Number one is that you are a millionaire. Number two is that you're married to the person of your dreams. Number three, people, is that you have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, man. My prayer for you today, people, is that the spirit of God that's inside of you, man, will continue to work on you, continue to shape you and mold you, and get you to the point, man, where you can realize that you don't have to do this all by yourself, people. That's one option, but it's an exhausting option. I've been there, done that, and don't recommend it for nobody. My suggestion for you people is to indeed let go and let God. Choose to have faith in the divine spirit of God that's already inside of you, and know that he'll provide for all your wants and needs, people. Blessings on to you and your family, man. Y'all have a good day, and we'll talk tomorrow.